Right. So we looked at two types of if statements: singular if statements, then if statements that have got two conditions. Then we want to look at multiple condition if statements. Right. For example, let's say you've got more than two conditions. You want to check a mark a moon, grade a moon. You want to analyze a grade. You want the program that you are writing to actually grade the mark of a student automatically. So what you do is you use elif statements. Let me show you what elif statements are. Let's say this is condition 1. Call it condition 1. Then you come here. You write elif. Right? Elif. Then condition 2. Right? You indent. You write your statements. Come here. Another elif. Condition 3. Condition 3. Indent. Don't forget to indent. Don't ever forget to indent. Unless if you are an Arsenal fan. Right. So we've got multiple ifs. They can be more than this. Right? They can be more than 3, they can be 5, 6, any number. So let's work with a practical example. Let's say we want to record my marks. We want to grade my marks in right? So maybe before we do that, let me just in case some of you didn't know, let me just show you how we grade our marks here. So from 75% gender. This one is a distinction. This one is a distinction, right? Then 60, right? 74 to 65. This is a 2-1, right? Then 55 to, let me use the same order, 64 to 55. This is a 2-2. Then 54, I pray none of you gets this mark. 54 to 50. 3. Right? Or pass. P. Right? You should never get these types of marks. Right? Right. So we want to write a piece of code. Right? Which checks a variable that we have a variable that will be containing a mark, right? Then we are going to analyze that mark. If it's a distinction, if it's 75 and above, then it's a distinction. If it's between 74 and 65 to 1 and on, right? So let's create our variable mark. Let's say the mark is 4. Let's say the mark is a 4. Right? Then we write our if statement. Then the condition. Mark is greater than or equal to. This is how you write it. Greater than or equal to. This is how you write it. You write your statement. Print. Distinction. Right? Then elif condition, that's condition 2, mark, right? Now we want the mark to be between the range of 74 and 65. So we are saying if the mark is less than 75, then you write end, right? Python is simple because it's English, right? So you write another condition. Mark should be greater than or equal to 65. Should be greater than or equal to 65. Statement, write your statement. This one is a 2-1. 2-1 is okay. 2-1 is okay. Don't cry over a 2-1. It's a good mark. Right? Your guess is right now. If it's less than 65 and greater than what? Greater than or equal to 55. Then, don't forget the colon. Then you print. You print the statement. This one is a 2-2. This one I don't encourage. Right? Then now, well, it happened of my buzz, right? Mark is smaller than 55 and mark is greater than or equal to 50. Then your full colon, then in automatic indentation through pressing the enter key. 3, 4, pass. Then the last condition, that's where you write your else. That's an F. That's a fair. Right? That's an F. So our chart is like this. Our control diagram will look like, I didn't draw a diagram, but you can figure it out. You can create your own logical way inside your mind. You can conceive it in your mind. We want to check the grade for F, right? So that the program can print the grade M4, right? So we come here, this is the first condition. If the mark is greater than or equal to 75, is it greater than or equal to 75? No. Then the program will, the interpreter will skip this line and to go to the next line, which is the second condition. Is mark 4 smaller than 75? Yes. Is it greater or equal to 65? No. We go to the next one. Is it smaller than 65? Yes. But is it greater or equal to 55? No. Is it smaller than 55? Yes. But is it greater than or equal to 50? No. Then else. You pin that up. 84. Let's see 84. Distinction, which is fine. Let's see if someone gets a 74. A 2-1, which is fine. Let's see if someone gets a 51. That should be a P. 3 or pass. So, ladies and gents, this is how you use the if-elif statement. That's how we do it. So, my if stapeza now. You are going to get a question in your assignment that I'm going to give you today. And that you are going to do in groups of 10. You are going to get a question that requires you to write a program using control structures, using my ifs. So look, reading the statement that I'm going to give you, you have to decide which type of statement comes here. Which one should I make my condition, right? And this is very, very simple. So we are done for this one.